so today I'm going to create a game in just 10 lines of code. Now, might not be the most exciting game, but what you have to do is click on the new circle that appears. Let's get started and let's do this in just 10 lines of code. Now I've gone to PyAngelo, I've created a new sketch and I've called it 10-line game. Now for the first line, I'm going to import the sprite library. So from sprite import star. I'm going to use some random numbers. So from the random library, I'm going to import the random integer function. Now to create those circles on the screen, I'm going to create an object called ball, and it's going to be a circle sprite. I want it to be in the middle of the screen, but first we need to figure out how wide our screen is going to be. So I'm going to set the canvas size, and I'm going to make it the width of the window, so window width, and the height of the window, so window height. So then I can say put the circle sprite at the width divided by 2 and the height divided by 2. So when I set the canvas size, whatever the window width is and whatever the window height is of your screen, this set canvas size will set the width variable and the height variable. So then if I divide them both by 2, I'm going to get the middle of that. And then I want the radius of the circle to be, let's go with 20 pixels. All right, now I can create my animation loop, which is going to continue forever. Yes, this game goes forever. So while true. And now I am simply going to draw the ball with ball.draw. Okay, now I need to check if I am clicking where that ball is. So I'm going to say if mouse is pressed, so this checks whether I'm clicking on the mouse. If mouse is pressed and the ball contains the point where the mouse is, and I can create a new point at mouse X and mouse Y, which are two variables which track the location of the mouse. So if that's true, if I am pressing the mouse button and that mouse position is contained within the ball, then I want to move the ball to a new spot. So ball.move2, and I move it to, this is where I'm using the random integer function, to a random integer between 0 and the width of the screen, width, and then for the Y position, I want to move it to a random integer between 0 and the height of the screen. All right, now I think I've got enough lines of code to do this. I'm going to go ball.setColor, so it changes color, and I'm going to put it to a random integer between 0 and 255 for the red, a random integer between 0 and 255 for the green, and a random integer between 0 and 255 for the red. And then finally, I'm just going to sleep for 1/60th of a second. And there is our 10-line game. All right, let's give it a go. Whoa. All right, click on the mouse, click on the circle, and a new one comes. Cool, 10 lines of code. All right, can you create a better game on PyAngelo in 10 codes of line or lines of code or less? If you can, leave a link in the comments, and I'd love to see what you can create. Or just improve this game. How can we make this better? And obviously we need some more lines of code, but clearly you could just add a score. That would be great. See here, I'm not sure which was the latest ball. I don't know which one I'm going to click on. So maybe I could have a help key. So let's try that. If I add, let's say, if is key pressed, key H for help. If I press the key H, then let's go ball.radius equals 100 now. So now if I start and I then click on a few of these, I don't know where it is. I hit the H key. Oh, I think I've got some kind of error here. Oh, bug. What's going on? Or has it just drawn one? Oh no, I just didn't see it. It's down here. But the H key did not work. Oh, okay, yeah. Hopefully you noticed my bug. Oh, what an opportunity to show a bug here. This if statement, because it's indented underneath this if statement only happens if the mouse is pressed and I'm clicking within the mouse, then I'm click the H key. So that's never going to occur. So what I need to do is, let's stop this. I need to have this unindented. Rookie mistake. Oh dear. So now I check if I click on the circle, but then separately I also check Before I was only checking if I'd pressed the mouse key and it happened to be inside the mouse at the exact time I was pressing the H key. Let's see if I can actually do that. That would be actually hard to do. So in this case, when I start, I'm going to hold down the H key, so I'm pressing it, and now I click in that, and then it changes the radius to 100, which is not what I wanted at all. Oh dear. So what I need to do is let's unindent these two lines, and then this is much better. So now let's go start. I click a few times, and then I'm getting these balls, and then if I start to talk to you and I forget which one it is, then I can hit the H key and it makes it bigger. But now the problem is all the balls after this are bigger. So what I would need to do is when I actually click on a ball, set the radius back to 20. So ball.radius equals 20. And there we have a nice little addition. All right, so now clicking away. If I click the H key, it's bigger, and then next time it's back to normal. All right. I really look forward to seeing what you can create. Hopefully you can make this much better, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.